A new scheme announced recently sees Australian and Indian women entrepreneurs in cyber and critical technology have a chance to launch their businesses internationally under an exchange program backed by the Australian Department of Foreign Affairs and the Indian government. Now, the CyberTech Women Entrepreneur began its preliminary screening of what could be the largest startup pitch contest in the Indo-Pacific region in 2022. India has over 13.5 million women-owned small enterprises, the largest in the world. And here's another stat. If just 0.05% of these women entrepreneurs applied, the accelerator would receive almost 7,000 entries, more than any other pitchfest. Joining us today is Irfan Malik, co-founder and CEO of InQ Innovation Global, to talk about the Entrepreneur Exchange and Accelerator program, which is part of the Australian-India bilateral relations. Welcome, Irfan. This is pretty exciting and could really see the cyber and critical technology partnership take right off.
Yes, indeed. Thank you, Michael, for having me here. I'm quite excited about this bilateral program, and it's very focused and targeted, and also really reinforces the greater growing relationship, strengthening relationship between Australia and India. And this is a critical sector. And what more we can ask for to have women entrepreneurs to lead and create this impact as well.
This comes in the wake of a historic Australia-India Economic Trade Agreement in April that aims to accelerate businesses scaled to global markets and increase participation of women entrepreneurs in the areas of cyber and critical technologies. What's the Indian government doing?
I think, ever since both the government have elevated our relationship as comprehensive strategic partners, and then subsequent recent ECTA agreement, the Economic Cooperation and Trade Agreement, which is in place since April, which we hope to be ratified at the Parliament very soon in the forthcoming months, but also leading to the Comprehensive Economic Cooperation Agreement, which is the full trade agreement equivalent, which is being targeted by end of the year or early next year. This all really reinforces the great bilateral opportunities. Australia recognizing India as one of the largest trading partner and an economic powerhouse. And with our strategic relationship as part of the Quad as well, it really strengthens the need for us to collaborate in the cyber tech and critical technology space as well. Indian government has also been very actively working closely with the Australian government, and DFAT is obviously taking the lead here now with this Australia-India Cyber and Critical Technologies program, driving some of the outcomes across policy, but also establishing frameworks and pathways for Australian and Indian organizations and businesses to really collaborate and create that impact. And this particular program that InQ Innovation under this grant program is facilitating with our partners in India. WeHub, which is one of the largest incubator women entrepreneurs incubator program based out of India, supported by the government of Telangana, which is one of the leading technology-oriented states in India, been really driving and really recognizing the need for this collaboration. And as a partner, they are working closely with us to create this bilateral impact with this exchange program. So what we're looking at is essentially to curate a program where there'll be a cohort of women entrepreneurs from Australia across the cyber and critical technologies to be scaled into India, to be supported by our partner organization and the government there, the soft landing and scale up program. And similarly, we would create market access pathways for these Indian women entrepreneurs to scale into Australia and to support our requirements in this market, which is steadily growing, especially in the cybersecurity and critical sector. So really looking forward to creating that impact over the next 6 months ahead with this program.
Great. Well, equality is, of course, dear to my heart that I advocate fiercely for. But we've seen for over a decade, startups and especially women entrepreneurs in tech have expressed a lack of opportunities and financial support to actually scale up their business globally. Is this agreement directly going to change that, do you think, Irfan?
Definitely, this is an attempt as well, and recognizing and giving that core focus for women entrepreneurs. Because I always believe women entrepreneurs and founders not only deliver ROI, which is in terms of any commercial and a high growth venture you need to consider, but most importantly, they deliver the social impact and that sustainable entrepreneurship innovation pathways as well. So that's a core part of this Australia-India relationship, where we're fostering not only obviously economic strong ties and return on investment and commercial growth, but also strong focus on social and sustainable innovation as well. And that's what we are looking to drive. We are going to be hand holding, and this is again one of those pioneering efforts and pilot programs where we will handhold these startup founders to scale, but also with investment raise opportunities as well. Not only what is supported by the program, but beyond this grant funding, we will support with the ecosystems around in Australia and India to really support subsequent fundraise, cap raise opportunities as well. That's one of the challenges we have seen, where early stage funding in Australia, and especially for women entrepreneurs, and then again subsequent funding before it is ready to grow as a high growth venture, has been a challenge. And those inflection points we are looking to support through the ecosystem in play both in Australia and India.
Fantastic, and great timing too, Fran, with International Day of the Girl Child coming up in October. This is a great example for those girls watching on to see their mothers actually be able to achieve these goals.
Excellent indeed. And I think, in fact, when we coined this and in fact crafted this program around the International Women's Day week earlier in March, with the support of DFAT, we really wanted to create that impact and create some great stories. I mean, I believe in having these great stories of successes, but also change that these women entrepreneurs will be able to drive. And as they travel as well from Australia to India, experiencing the impact that they will create. Similarly, some of the amazing founders from India we are hoping to host here over the end of this year and early next year. That's going to be transformational, and it will also inspire and create more momentum to deliver those impacts that we are looking to see.
Yeah, it's fantastic to see. As I say, equality is actually here. It's just not evenly distributed. So how long have you been working together with DFAT on developing this bilateral relationship?
I mean, we started on this late last year, but again, with a lot of back and forth. And again, we had to onboard our partner as well. And in delivering a program, in a bilateral program, we needed to get the right partner. And we believe with WeHub, we've been able to achieve that partnership and their connect, and also with our bilateral engagement that's being supported by Australia India Business Council as well. We're trying to get the right support on the ground in India as well as here in Australia to deliver that impact that we are seeking. Of course, very closely with working with the Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade, their Cyber Affairs division as well, who've been a great support to help establish this program and also right through the execution. And even when we had the launch event on the 1st of August last month, with the support from DFAT and the Australian missions in India, as well as the Indian missions in Australia, we've been able to drive that awareness and outreach. And now we really encourage more and more women entrepreneurs to come on board, create the pathway. Even if you're sitting on the fringe, whether this program is relevant for me, please apply so that we can, as a team, work with you. If not this program, we can create a pipeline or pathway for you to be part of this program in subsequent rounds as well.
Great. All right, Fran, great. Good luck with it. Great cause. Hopefully we can really drive some, systematic and structural change here to bring about some really good balance. Thanks for your time.
Thank you, Michael, and for having me on this session. But really looking forward to creating that impact and creating those success stories, and hopefully to even curate some bilateral unicorns with some of these women entrepreneurs, which we really need in Australia more. Thank you.
Definitely. Thanks, Fran.
Yeah, thank you.